Well, here we are again. Second video. I was going to leave it about a week or a few days, but I'm going to take advice of people. There was a bit of whirring from my laptop, which has been removed. Going to look more at the camera. Not that I'm shy. It's more engaging. And we're going to look at the first and second seal today. And the reason I jumped in is I saw Dale Holmes put up a post about the second seal, and I wanted to make one before I watched that. When my wife gets home from doing a bit of shopping, I'm going to watch it with her. And now we're looking at the first and second seal. The Revelation was translated by Marcion into the Greek, and through translation, it's lost its real meaning. And again, forming the apostles of Mark. And if anyone has any doubts about the validity of the source of this material, you really need to go to archaics.com. Jason has full bibliographies of where he got these translations and how it works, and his bibliography. I'm resting on the shoulders of giants. Jason is a giant in this respect, and it's not just using nothingness, it's using literature that he's dug into. Now, if we look at the White Horseman and the first seal, it talks about Apollyon. His wife was Coronis, which says it all, and they guarded the well of Pharmakia. Pharmakia contained a poison, and into that were dipped arrows and fired by the White Horseman. Now, the Greek translation of the word arrow is toxin. The White Horseman is obviously the medical industry. And these people are working off of the Olympiad calendar, which is every 4 years. And with the London Olympics of 2012, it's 2 Olympic cycles up to the 2020. And if you go back and have a look at that opening ceremony, there are doctors and nurses wheeling out kids in beds. And the whole ritual involves carnage on the people and a spell created by the medical industry. Now, the White Horsemen, the people in white, they swear an allegiance called the Hippocratic Oath. Now, you can go and look up what the Hippocratic Oath is yourself, but they swear allegiance to Apollo in the Hippocratic Oath. Why would you do that? Why would you do that at all? Now, the second seal is, if we go off the literal translation from the Greek, it's flame-coloured, not red, not horseman in red, and it involves a small dagger, not a large sword. People profess that the revelation is which is just a revealing. It doesn't mean worldwide destruction. It means a revealing. The involves small swords, which are small breakouts, not a large war. Now, the illegal immigrants that have infected and been crossed borders worldwide, I know Australia's intake's massive compared to what would be in a normal case. The border in America, 2 million people have crossed that border. Europe is going mad with illegals. Now, these people are dark-skinned people. Nothing racist here, but this is a further dilution of the white skin color. This is almost white genocide to an effect, but it has an ulterior motive besides doing that. If you were running from your country because you were starving or because there was war, it was war-torn or whatever, you would bring your family and your kids. But the people and the photos that we see, these are fighting-age men. Now, the Paris Olympics are coming soon in May. The opening ceremony to that is going to be a great forecast. It is going to be off the hook. This is a year that things are going to happen. Now, I believe, and I agree with Jason wholeheartedly, that around this time, maybe later in the year, maybe they need the initiation of the Paris Olympics first to forecast what they're going to do as usual. But these people are going to break loose in our societies, and there is going to be a lot of turmoil and violence on the streets of Europe, throughout America, throughout Australia, with the purpose of further lockdowns, with the purpose of civil distress, again disconnecting us from the earth, putting us and forcing the people in another agenda to stay indoors. Now, what's happening in the States with the Civil War that's approaching? They're talking about cutting the wire, leaving the wire up, stopping the illegals and putting it down to the racism banner. And America's divided. This is the aim, and it's not with the idea of stopping Trump in the next election, as people are saying. They'll do anything to stop the election. No, this is again to distract us from truth, with well, still professing and putting out there that Trump is going to be the savior. Look, I believe there's a reason Trump didn't finish the wall, and this is it. With such a small space to go, if it was going to be done, it would have been done. If his true goal was to save the United States, I would have been camped out there and made the wall finished before the election period. It could have been done, but no. Trump's made out to be the victim. Trump's put out there to say he tried when he didn't try hard enough, in my opinion. This whole thing with Trump, in my opinion, and I know this is touchy subject with people, is a patriot pacification system. The MAGA movement and the Q movement were a psyop to keep the people happy and contained while getting to the second seal and forcing this agenda. Now, Trump made 3 big mistakes. He introduced warp speed. He introduced the facts without saying there could be harms. There are millions of people who have now, the CDC, FDA, statistics, VAERS, people know, everyone, if they want to be honest, will know someone who's been damaged. It's, he didn't pardon Julian Assange. Anyone who's worried about journalism, truth of journalism, open communication and knowledge and information would have pardoned Julian Assange. He not only introduced warp speed, but he said he was boosted. He said that he took the vax. With the recoil of public opinion, he came out and said, "Look, it's your choice. You know, it's not compulsory. It's but still said those things. Realised he made a blunder, and the latest blunder was he said in open tweets and on Truth Social that he supports Israel. Now that copped a lot of flack, and since then has not said anything about that. Now this is not an Israel tiny hat debate, for obvious reasons, but there are 3-4 pretty big issues that anyone really wanting to do the right thing would have addressed. And so you have the Q movement, and even if you believe that Q movement was a psyop, there was still Trump as the savior routine was going on, but it still provided hope to the patriots, and so the agenda could be completed. That's my opinion anyway. And this channel, as you know, is about staying in our neutral field. It's about not being distracted. If people weren't distracted and realised this is an agenda, there would be no civil war. It's quite incredible what's happening, and I see leading up to Paris Olympics in May and further on that things are going to get very hectic around this world. Now, it's been sparked by Hamas and Israel and what's happening there. If you notice, a lot of platforms, Google, YouTube, they're allowing anti-Semitic rhetoric. They're allowing it to be slightly exposed to create that division once again between the Arab and Jewish communities, so that when it takes to the streets, they want people to take a side, and it'll all seem justified. And that's not the way we roll. We need to truly stay in our neutral fields now. We need to not be distracted. We need to keep finding out who we are. We are people who want to be connected to source. We want to find out what happened to our past. And these psyops, these distractions are just further removing the people from that. The next video, I want to get into the pattern breaking process and what happens about finding that, because it's very interesting. I just thought I wanted to put this one out there before I watched Dale's stuff today and explain what the first and second seals are. And they're upon us. The second seal is upon us this year. Things are going to get rough. Things are going to get hectic. But again, no fear. We're immortal souls. We can recycle if we've got this one wrong. And if we get this one right, we're out of there. And being able to watch the reality from the other side of the fence in the real, pure, beautiful reality, ready to go to the next construct and have another fun game and and play around. So stay strong, be good to people, do not take sides, and have a good day. Peace.